Senator Galgiani. For what purpose?
Under privileges of the floor,
Without objection.
I'd like to ask you to join me in welcoming Manteca High School men's basketball team over here in the corner, who have a season record of 29-6, and they are the first basketball team in Manteca Unified School District history to win a CIF state championship. Please join me in welcoming them to the state capitol.
Congratulations and best wishes to the CIF champs. Thank you, Senator Galgiani. Senator Pan? No? All right. Senator Fuller, for what purpose?
For purposes of announcement,
Without objection.
a little birdie told me that Senator Ted Gaines is having a birthday today, but I wouldn't mention it to him if I were you. Happy birthday, Ted.
Happy birthday to our colleague. Doesn't look a year over 39. Senator De Leon, do you wish to make an introduction? All right, one moment, folks. Senator Berryhill, for what purpose?
Purpose of announcement.
Without objection.
Yeah, I just want to let everybody know that once again, the annual frog jump is coming to town. May 18th, we will let you know again before the big event, but my frog, Watertight and Tastes Like Chicken, have both been retired. And so we will have a new entry for my team this year, and look forward to welcoming everybody there out by the fish pond for any of those frogs that happen to get away, and on the 18th. Thank you.
Thank you, Senator Berryhill. Please note your calendars for this very important event. Senator De Leon.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, it is indeed a pleasure and a privilege this afternoon to introduce the Honorable Philip Grant, the Consul General of Ireland in the Western United States. That's why we have the great Irish flag posted. As a member of Ireland's foreign ministry since 1992, the Consul General assumed his current position in San Francisco in September of 2013. Directly prior to his appointment here in California, he served as the spokesperson and director for press and media for the ministry, during which he helped plan the visits to Ireland of Queen Elizabeth and President Barack Obama. During his impressive career, he's also served his country in ranking positions in Chicago, in Ankara, as well as Tel Aviv, in addition to the Middle East section of the Foreign Ministry and Ireland's mission on the European Court of Human Rights. While I am very happy to welcome him to our capital, I wish it was under better circumstances. With him is a mother, specifically Jackie Donahue, whose wonderful daughter Ashley passed away when we heard the tragedy in Berkeley, California, of the ledge, the balcony that gave away where many students perished. Of those students who perished, many of them were of Irish extraction, or specifically students from Ireland attending the University of California at Berkeley. Although Jackie Donahue is of Irish extraction, she does live here in the city of Sacramento. And, you know, out of respect to Ms. Donahue, as well as to the families who lost their loved ones on the balcony, this horrible tragedy, I just want to mention the families. Barry, Cogley, Fahey, Flynn, Culligan, Schuster, Burke, Walsh, Murray, Waters, Miller, Halpin. These were all the families who had lost their their loved ones, their children. And under these very difficult circumstances, our good friend from the Irish consulate comes, Mr. Grant, to Sacramento to testify on safety issues in the Assembly. And once it comes over here to the Senate, we'll deliberate and engage on this discussion too. Also, too, just a few days ago, I know the 100th anniversary of the Easter uprising in Ireland was celebrated not just in Belfast, Ireland, or Dublin, Ireland, but also here in cities like New York and San Francisco and Los Angeles and Chicago and elsewhere. And it just, out of pure coincidence, a woman who many folks know here, my ex, the city councilwoman from San Jose, Magdalena Carrasco, happens to be in Dublin, Ireland right now as we speak, representing her city. She was in Belfast, Northern Ireland, just 2 days ago on Saturday, and it was appropriate that we introduce our good friend from Ireland, Mr. Philip Grant, as well as Jackie Donahue.
Thank you. If we could give a warm welcome and our condolences, of course. Thank you for being here under these difficult circumstances. Any other privileges of the floor, colleagues? Any other privileges of the floor? Seeing none, we will proceed to the daily file. Messages from the governor will be deemed read. Messages from the Assembly will be deemed read. Reports of committee will be deemed read, and amendments adopted. Under motions, resolutions, and notices. Anything under motions, resolutions, and notices? Seeing none, we will move to consideration of the daily file. Under second reading file, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 970 with amendments, Senate Bill 1328 with amendments, 1043 with amendments, 1153 with amendments, 1345 with amendments, 1441 with amendments, 888 with amendments, and 1476.
Thank you. Under governor's appointments, Mr. Pro Tem. File item 42, colleagues.
Thank you very much, Madam President. Colleagues, we have 4 members of the State Board of Education. These appointments require a 2/3 vote on this Senate floor. We have Mr. Bruce Holliday, Felisa Ortiz Licon, Nicolasa Sandoval, as well as Ms. Ting Sun. Both are, I should say, Mr. Holliday, Mrs. Ortiz Licon, as well as Sandoval are being reappointed to the California State Board of Education. Ms. Ting Sun is a new member. All 4 have educational experience and advanced degrees in education. In addition, Bruce Holliday as well as Ting Sun have direct experience running charter schools. These appointees are very well equipped to take on the task of developing an accountability system for our state's K-12 public school system, as well as one of the most important tasks that is before this Board of Education as it implements the LCFF formula, local control funding formula, especially when it comes to the LCFF plus schools. All of these appointees pass on a bipartisan vote. Again, colleagues, this requires a 2/3 vote on this Senate floor. Madam President, as well as colleagues, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator De Leon. Is there any debate or discussion? Any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen? Aye. Anderson? Aye. Bates? Bell? Aye. Berryhill? Aye. Oh, wait a minute. There's.
Hold on.
Okay.
Start over.
We're going to start over again, slight technical difficulties.
Allen? Aye. Anderson? Aye. Bates? Aye. Bell? Aye. Berryhill? Aye. Block? Aye. Cadella? Aye. De Leon? Aye. Fuller? Aye. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson. I. Lara. I. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morell. I. Wynn. I. Nielsen. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. I.
Please call the absent members.
Hill. I. Runner.
Ayes 39, no 0. The governor's appointments are confirmed. File item 43, Senator De Leon.
Thank you very much, Madam President. We have Thomas Unterman, member of CalSTRS, the Teachers Retirement Board. He has served on this board since 2013, and he is being reappointed as our public representative. He's a lawyer with extensive financial and corporate management experience. He also has served on a number of public service organizations. Madam President, as well as colleagues, I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator De Leon. Any debate or discussion on this item? Colleagues, any debate or discussion? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. I. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. I. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I. Huff. I. Jackson.
Aye.
I. Lara. Leno. I. Leyva. I. Liu. I. McGuire. I. Mendoza. I. Mitchell. I. Monning. I. Morlock. I. Morell. I. Wynn. I. Nielsen. I. Pan. I. Pavley. I. Roth. I. Runner. Stone. I. Vidak. I. Wykowski. I. Wolk. I.
Please call the absent members.
Lara. Lara, I. Runner.
Ayes 39, no 0. That appointment is confirmed. File item 44, Senator De Leon.
Thank you, Madam President. Colleagues, this is our last governor's appointment before us. We have Nora Vargas, also newly appointed to CalSTRS, the Teachers Retirement Board. She's being appointed as the school board representative to CalSTRS. She is originally from the San Diego area, and she currently serves as the vice president of Southwestern Community College District Governing Board. She has extensive experience working for community organizations in and around San Diego as well as Los Angeles, and I believe that she is the first Latina ever to be appointed to CalSTRS. So in a way, this may be a historic vote. With that, Madam President, she passed on a bipartisan vote. I respectfully ask for an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator De Leon. Any debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. I. Anderson. No. Bates. I. Bell. I. Berryhill. I. Block. I. Cannella. I. De Leon. I. Fuller. Gaines. I. Galgiani. I. Glazer. I. Hall. I. Hancock. I. Hernandez. I. Hertzberg. I. Hill. I. Hueso. I, Huff. I, Jackson.
Aye.
I, Lara. I, Leno. I, Leyva. I, Liu. I, McGuire. I, Mendoza. I, Mitchell. I, Monning. I, Morlock. Morel. Wynn. I, Nielsen. I, Pan. I, Pavley. I, Roth. I, Runner. Stone. Vidak. I, Wykowski. I, Wolk. I,
Please call the absent members.
Fuller. Morlock. Morel. Runner. Stone.
Ayes 34, noes 1. That appointment is confirmed. Going now to file item 49 under unfinished business. Senator Roth, Mr. Secretary, please read.
Senate Bill 269 by Senator Roth, an act relating to disability access and declaring the urgency thereof to take effect immediately.
Senator Roth.
Thank you, Madam President. I'm privileged to present Senate Bill 269. This is a bill to allow employers, under certain circumstances, a reasonable opportunity to correct ADA access violations without penalty. First, I want to recognize my co-authors and thank them. I also want to thank the Consumer Attorneys of California and the California Chamber of Commerce for the support that those organizations have provided to me personally over this 2-year saga. And I also want to thank the disability rights community for helping to improve this bill. This is the same bill that passed out of committee and this body, the Senate and the Assembly, passed by the legislature last year with some minor technical clarifications and 2 significant changes. First, we listened to members, the administration, and the disability rights community who said that the 100 employee coverage ceiling was too high and that it should be 50 employees instead. So we cut the number in half and dropped the ceiling to 50 employees. Employers with 50 employees or less obtain the benefits of the bill. Second, we listened to the governor who vetoed last year's bill because of the tax credit, so we eliminated that as well. Members, I respectfully ask for your aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Roth. Debate or discussion? Senator Gaines.
Thank you, Madam President. I just wanted to thank the author for bringing this legislation forward and how critical reform is. I've had a lot of struggling businesses in my Senate district, some of which have had to shut down. So anything that could provide some relief in a fair-minded way, we really appreciate. Urge an aye vote.
Thank you, Senator Gaines. Any other debate or discussion on this item? Seeing and hearing none, Senator Roth, would you like to close?
Just respectfully ask for an aye vote, Madam President.
Thank you. All debate having ceased, Mr. Secretary, please call the roll.
Allen. Aye. Anderson. Aye. Bates. Aye. Bell. Aye. Berryhill. Aye. Block. Aye. Canella. Aye. De Leon. Aye. Fuller. Aye. Gaines. Aye. Galgiani. Glazer. Aye. Hall. Aye. Hancock. Aye. Hernandez. Aye. Hertzberg. Aye. Hill. Aye. Hueso. Aye. Huff. Aye. Jackson.
Aye.
Aye. Lara. Aye. Leno. Aye. Leyva. Aye. Liu. Aye. McGuire. Aye. Mendoza. Mitchell. Aye. Monning. Aye. Morlock. Aye. Morel. Aye. Wynn. Aye. Nielsen. Aye. Pan. Aye. Pavley. Aye. Roth. Aye. Runner. Stone. Aye. Vidak. Aye. Wykowski. Aye. Wolk. Aye.
Please call the absent members.
Galgiani. Mendoza. Aye. Runner.
Ayes 38, no 0. On the urgency, ayes 38, no 0. Assembly amendments are concurred in. Moving on to file item 50. Under Senate third reading, file item 50, Senator Hertzberg passes on file. File item 51, Senator Mendoza, pass on file. File item 52, Senator Mitchell. Mr. Secretary, please read.